our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Ranae is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Ranae.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome. This is DeEtte Ranae here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Coming to you every Monday morning at 9 a.m.-ish. I do apologize for the little bit of a late start today. The reason for it was because when I came on, it turns out when I made the event for today, I must have put it on the wrong date and I had to redo everything. So I do apologize. As we know at the top of the hour, we always talk something about bringing spiritual awareness into everyday life, some tips and tricks and understandings and all that wonderful stuff. As I learn and grow, I do share that with you. And I do mean that by as I learn and grow. Why? Because what I know today is going to be different than I know tomorrow. And the understandings are also going to change because the more you grow, the more you understand, the more everything just kind of clicks together a little bit more. And there you go. So, and then the bottom of the hour, we do our 5-card stud. I have got 2 decks possibly here. Not sure which one I'm feeling right now. I really am not. Since it was not just randomly grabbed and here you go, we're going to let the boy figure it out today. So I'm going to show you the 2. I'm going to give him as a choice. I've got Enchanted Blossoms. And that is by Carla Morrill. And that one is a Blue Angel. And I have Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn, which is a Hay House. I don't know which one to go with. I really do not. So I'm going to put both of them on deck here. And whatever one does not get picked today is going to be played tomorrow, next week. But Dawson is going to do the card pull today. So I'm going to let him choose. So let's get into this. Here's my good book I has worked from. Hello, Dean. Hello, Tim. Oh, my gosh. What are we talking about today? There we go. I love it. I just opened the book and I'm like, whoa. And that's kind of both my face. And I feel like this, whatever is in here is going to be like a smack in my face. Because when I opened it, that's how I felt. It says, do you know who you are? Probably not. Then give yourself the pleasure of the experience of feeling good. Often. Ooh, okay. For that is the road to heaven. Feeling good is the soul's way of shouting, this is who I am. I tell you this, no kind of evolution ever took place through denial. If you are to evolve, it will not be because you've been able to successfully deny yourself in the things that you know feel good, but because you've granted yourself these pleasures and found something even greater. For how can you know that something is greater if you've never tasted the lesser? Oh my good gracious. It's so funny because I'm looking at this and I'm reading it and I'm going, wow, I had a lot of experiences with this last week, but not in the way they're talking about, not nearly in the way that they're talking. Okay. My nose, everything itches, My nose itches, my corners, my mouth are itching, everything. Spirit must be all around today. So do you know who you are? So often I will tell you this. People tell me without a doubt they do. And when they do, I want to kind of look back at them and go, is that today, yesterday, or tomorrow? And because as I started this, when I said that, the spiritual awareness, the stuff I talk about today may be different tomorrow. Why? Because I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm understanding. And really who you are is constantly changing, growing, evolving, and understanding a deeper depth of you. Okay. This is something that just continues to evolve. Now, when I state that, and I know people are looking at me going, well, are you sure? Yeah, I'm positive. I'm very much positive of this. Why? Because think about yourself a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever this might be. Are you the same person? are you even close to being the same person? You're not. Not even close. Because with wisdom and maturity comes a deeper understanding and a deeper decision on things you stand for, things you want to be, things you want to be involved in, who you are. It constantly changes. It constantly changes. Now, I also have to tell you to give yourself the freedom to do that. This is what I mean. I was speaking to a gentleman this just a few days ago, Saturday morning to be exact, and he is running for Wisconsin State Senate. Now, I don't know who he is, guys. I am less political than I am religion. Okay, so what he stands for, what he does, I have no clue. But we're really having this really surface level, conversation, and he was talking about the different parties and this and that, and I was just kind of looking at my eyes crossed, getting bored, because again, I don't do politics. I don't care for politics in any way. And he was going on the old soapbox of, I stand for what I am and blah blah blah, and I'm like this and I'm like that, and I don't change my this and that. And I looked at him and I said, that's kind of a short-sighted view of things. And he said, well, what do you mean? And I looked at him and I said, I don't do politics. But what I do understand is you will have people running for office. In the very beginning, when they decide what platforms they're going to stand on, they go up based on who they are at that moment. Now, throughout that time of running, which is not a few months, this is 6 months to a year, whatever. From what I understand, they put in for these political runnings way before, they hit the box office with it. I could not believe that people that started with a platform with getting so many controversies and so many questions and always talking about it, so people are constantly coming back at them, that they may stay in the same thought process. Aren't we able to give them the grace to change? And what I mean by that is maybe something on that political trail opened their eyes to a different thought. Maybe they had experienced something in their life that changed their way of looking at things. And maybe throughout that, maybe that's why, even though they have been screaming and shouting that this is what they're going to do, by the time they get there, it changes. Now, he looked at me, he said, well, I give you that. He goes, but they do it so often. And I said, and you're right, they do. But I said, I hate to put on that front burner right off the bat that every politician is lying to me no matter what. Let's give them the grace to change and understand. If we give them that grace, maybe they would announce their change in position on the way to office. Just saying. But you see it with their growth. You see it with their understanding. You see it, people change and evolve. Okay? So then we went on to talk about something else, because I don't think he liked our conversations. And I said, there's that movie coming out. And he said, what's that movie? And I said, it's the one with Ronald Reagan and whatever. And I said, I've only seen little clips of the trailer. I said, it was quite interesting. I said, because the clip I seen is where Reagan comes to a meeting with a round table with all the great leaders. And he said, hey, guys, how about we just, everybody get rid of their weapons? Somebody puts their hands down and goes, how can we do that? We'd never be able to protect ourselves. That's just ludicrous. And it showed that not everybody was up to speed with another man. But what if we approach that today, decades after it was approached before? Maybe people change. Maybe people evolve. Maybe somebody's becoming a different I am, who I am, than they were many years ago. Now, it's quite beautiful. I know, and this is a very broad subject, guys. This is a subject that just could be hours upon hours of discussion. And I'm only giving you this little bit so that you can kind of open up and start to recognize or realize or whatever To kind of hopefully stick a little bit in your ear someplace, nothing more than that. But to allow yourself to give yourself the grace to be who you are, the grace to change, the grace to evolve. Because so often we feel like we need to stick someplace else. Now, throughout my whole life, I will tell you what, up until recently, I really did not know who I was. And honestly, I still think I'm learning who that person is. I am evolving. I am understanding. I'm braving to stand up and say, this is who I am. And I had many discussions about this over this last week. Why? Because I was very much in the public. We were at our our Rock County 4-H fair this weekend. And I was doing a lot with the grandkids. So I was really just with a lot of people and lots of discussions and lots of everybody. And everybody's going, oh my God, I'm so-and-so. What do you do for a living? Blah, blah, blah. And that used to be something I'd go, gosh, I don't know if I want to tell you because I don't know how you're going to be about this. And this week, there was no shying away from it. Not with one, there wasn't even a moment where I did not say, I'm a medium and I teach and I inspire and I blah, 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 blah. And they'd look at me and go, whoa, big eyes. And they're the eyes I expect to see. And I thought, I've got to own this. I have to own who I am. And I get a big smile and I let my passion come through. My beauty, my inner part of me. And I remember the first person I see the eyes get really big. And I went, yeah, I'm a medium. They went, I said, you've seen Teresa Caputo on TV. You've seen what she does. That's what I do. So eyes got really big. And I said, and that's okay. I said, because I also teach it. I said, but when I teach it, I teach people to become and to gain a deeper understanding of their senses. And I don't mean their psychic senses. I mean their everyday senses, like how to pay attention, how to listen, how to see things. I get to the basics. And I love doing this with children. I love doing this with adults. And it's just a great passion because honestly, I can't teach somebody how to be psychic because they already are. But I teach them how to pay attention. It's so cool to see the light bulbs go up and the beauty go up. And I said, and I know you're giving me these big eyes. I said, but tell me, have you ever had a gut feeling? He said, yeah. I said, well, that's being psychic. He looked at me. I said, I know. Everybody looks at me like that because I have this title, psychic medium. And they put me in this little box. And I said, really, this little box? No. Take me out of the box. Because we're all that. And I let that happiness in me shine. And within a few minutes of this conversation, that was one-sided with a gentleman who had great big eyes, he starts looking back at me because, you know what? I do believe in all that. And I do believe in all this. And he joined the conversation with me as two people having the same conversation on the same side. Because when we started the conversation, we were definitely on opposing sides. And this gentleman teaches kids. So literally, I'm talking to a man that's a little bit older, teaches kids, definitely on the other side of the tracks from me. And my passion and me allowing me to really hold on to who I am and let that part of me shine helped him to see it in a different light, change his direction, and join me in my passion. To the point where he went to it, I really do believe in all this. And that really kind of kept going through the whole week. And it was amazing because every time I stood up to be me, something else would come right in. Because I was being me. I wasn't hiding me. Right down to a beautiful conversation with family about a spirit they seen walking through the fairgrounds. and a bunch of them seeing it. And they all came to me like it was no big deal. And it taught me to show up to be who I am, to be excited about that, to be happy about that, to not hide from that. It taught me to start looking a little deeper. And I know that sounds crazy because I am a person, anybody that knows me knows I'm always constantly going deeper to find out who the next level of who I am is. I always am digging deeper and digging deeper, so much so that I'm almost ignorant to what is around me because I'm always trying to get a deeper understanding. I've never been a person that's seen eye to eye with a lot of people because I look at people and go, ugh, I don't understand why you're sitting there on that platform, because that was 15 me's ago that seen things that way. But it's helped me to understand that even with the continued growth of myself and a continued looking for a deeper meaning of me, it's helped me to evolve to being a happier person, to being a person that sees things differently. And I look down and I see this one part that says experience of feeling good often. Feeling good often. And when I look at that, the feeling good often isn't necessarily just saying, I'm going to feel good about everything out here. It's about seeing everything as it comes to me and seeing the beauty of it, the understanding of it. The goods, the bads, and the uglies. And I know that sounds really weird. I walk around and I see people, and I see people that maybe I used to judge how they dressed or how they acted or things they said or did. And I feel amazing for these people. I feel good about so many things when it's around me. Why? Because I've put myself in that state of going, this person is on this journey just as I am on this journey. They're just at a different place. They're at a different level of understanding. And maybe they've evolved way past me and I don't know. But there's always something I can take and understand and grow from that. And I also found out that every time I feel negative about something, or I feel not happy about, there's something underneath that I need to learn and grow and experience to be able to have a deeper understanding, to get it to that feel-good space. Now, these aren't feeling goods that I'm going to push myself to force into it, because forcing myself into that state is not helping me, is it? But allow myself to understand it, yes. Now, with that being said, I don't deny feelings of being angry. I don't deny feelings of anything. I no longer deny myself things I would like to have. No, even as I say, I don't deny myself. I do recognize if something's going to make me feel sick. Been there, done that. Don't need to do it twice. But I don't deny myself experiences. I don't deny myself the ability to dress a certain way, speak a certain way, say a certain thing. I don't deny myself any of that anymore. And I used to. I used to in public. I used to with friends. Now, it's funny because when I say that, I think about a time, 10, 12, 14 years ago, where I happened upon a bunch of friends, amazing people. And all of them have lots of money. I mean, we're talking dripping money. People that know people. One of them in particular that I hope I get to see by the end of next week again. And by the way, nobody's giving me money, so don't think I love them because of that. This particular gentleman has sat in the White House more times than I can count. And he never told me about him. I happened to find out because we went into his library once and I seen all the pictures of him shaking hands with all the presidents. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I remember looking at him one day because honestly, I was his housekeeper. That's how I met him. And that housekeeping position turned into having a really good friend. One day I looked at him and I said, John, why on heaven's earth would you look at me as a friend? Why do we even talk? I said, clearly you're on a different playing field than me. You're much more intelligent. You're successful. You're this person. You are friends with all these very important, high-profile people. And he looked at me and says, because you're real. And you make me smile. And I could never accept that because all I could think in my head was, God, I'm an idiot. I don't use words he uses. I don't use language he uses. I know when so why? So I stopped, even though I continued my friendship with him, I stopped speaking about things that I enjoyed speaking about. And I would just sit there and listen. And I wouldn't have a reply to anything he said because I put him in a position of being really smart and me being really dumb. And the more I did that, the more he asked me questions. And years later, I figured out that my opinion really did matter. And that he was smart enough to understand that it was okay, that I didn't have the same upbringing as he did, that I didn't have the same education, but that my opinion and my depth of understanding things was much deeper than others were. So he taught me not to deny myself those experiences or deny myself to be able to go into realms of places where I don't understand things. Because that's one way you start to grow. That's one way you start to figure out a little bit deeper of who you are. And I stopped denying myself a lot of opportunities to be friends with a lot of different people. And I found my friendships growing hugely in different realms. More recently, I found myself dumbing myself down and denying myself of who I was. Again, because of somebody else I looked up to. It had nothing to do with them. It had everything to do with me. Because I put myself back in that place of, I'm not good enough. I'm going to deny myself who I am. This person knew what I was doing. And they allowed me to do it. They allowed me to put myself in a place that I was denying who I was. Because I put myself as an inferior person. And with doing that, I denied myself and a lot of other people some amazing experiences. But it showed me a lot of growth to come back from that, to regain who I am, to stand on a bigger platform than I ever had before. To get to the point where over this last week, I shook a lot of hands. I shook hands of teachers. I shook hands of politicians. I shook hands of people of every walk of life. And without a doubt said, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I believe in. This is my passion. And I stopped denying. Thank you, Keith. I stopped denying myself those bits. And when I stopped denying, people who normally I would never think would reach out to me and ask for assistance. Not just with the ghostly things or the spiritual things, but just everyday understanding. And these are people that understand that my speech is not as eloquent as theirs. And my understanding of books and book knowledge is not where theirs are. But they valued me. They valued who I am. Because for one of the first times, I started to embrace me. I started to know who I am. Now I know I only tipped on part of this. But I think the biggest statement here is feeling good. Feeling good is the soul's way of shouting, this is who I am. So this week, I want you to spend some time looking at you. Look in the mirror and answer the question, who are you today? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not who you want to be, but who are you today? Who are you? And allow that to feel good. Allow yourself to build upon that. Allow yourself to grow. And allow yourself a deeper understanding. Because when you start to feel good about you, you get to grow again. You get to evolve again.
All right, Dawson.
Because you're finally done being embarrassed of who you were.
You want to go with your Gigi today? You want to go with your Gigi today?
With this take inside, we're going to take a quick station break. And when we come back, we're going to have our 5 cards done. We will see you in a few.
Explore your higher consciousness with the Edge Media Platform. We're a multimedia platform dedicated to connecting curious teachers and seekers in a safe, welcoming space. Dive into spiritual growth with our print magazine, digital content, podcasts, and in-person experiences. Whether you're seeking wisdom or sharing it, we're here to inspire and uplift your journey, here, there, and everywhere. Connect with us today.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is DeEtte School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Dawson's going to do the 5 cards done. He said no to both of these. He's like, no, not feeling it. Not feeling it. So,
and we got,
what do we get? Oh, of course. What's that? Can I read it? Oh, he's got to get the thing. He's got to open it up. Which one are you going to grab?
guys, which one you want me to use?
Say right or left? Right or left? Huh? Do we know?
Right or left?
Is anybody out there going to stop? Which one?
This one with the circle handle and this one with not the circle.
Oh my gosh. So how about we do circle today?
Yeah, because we always use those ones.
We always use those ones. That was the first one. So what's the name of the book? Oh, Sword of Light Oracle. Can you see that? Oh, can you get in there? Get comfy? Get your foot in. Sword of Light Oracle. And it is the Archangel Sword of Light Oracle by Raphael Valentine. Ooh, I like him. I like it. We've had his decks before. I think you need more. Oh, you really, Tim. Do we need more of these, Dawson? Do we need more card openers? Can I help you with that? Oh, you got it. Awesome. Don't scratch the cover too badly. Perfect. Okay. Nope. Now just take your finger like this.
No, I'm doing it a different way.
He's doing it a different way. Okay, we'll let you do it. Don't scratch it up too bad. You're good. Dig that right up. Okay, now can we just rip the plastic off? Awesome. And this is by who? I am trying to look as he flips it. It's a Hay House deck, guys. I was able to see it as he flipped it around. All right.
Yes,
You got it
open
open.
the deck and I'll show the book. and I cannot let you see it.
Can't let him see it?
Yes, because you already know what the front cover looks like.
Can I help you open that? Them boxes sometimes are just hard, aren't they? Hey, you can figure it out. Oh, he's going to be a pro at this, guys. You would think he did this before. So let's show him the inside. Oh, like the inside of the book.
These cars look good.
They look good. You are a child of unfathomable beauty and light. Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Guys, look at the first page. It's a house. Yeah.
It says Hay House, huh?
Yeah, it says Hay House.
Yeah. Is there colored pictures in there or no? Do we like our colored pictures?
There's just, like the old days, there just have black and white.
Yeah. We're down bigger. Is there pictures at all in there other than the sword? Can you look?
I looked through all of it.
Can you look through some more and see?
Nanny, can
What?
I keep one of these books?
Well, you know what? We can look around. I don't see any picture. I don't think you want that one. That doesn't have pictures in it, does it? No, no pictures. We will have to find a deck that you'll be your first deck, won't we? Maybe this will be it. Who knows? So let's read the back of the cover, the back of the thing. You want to start shuffling these?
Guys,
Should we show? While I'm reading the back, do you want to just show them some pictures? It says, discover the many faces and gifts of Archangel Michael and deepen your connection with the angels in this magical deck. From best-selling author Radley Valentine. Use these cards daily to gain divine insights into the relationships, career, life purpose, and more. Allow Archangel Michael to use his sword of light to cut through everything holding you back and guide you toward the bright life of light and love you so fully deserve. Ooh. I think you might have picked up a really good deck, Doss. Now, as he was showing you, no pictures, just words.
just black and white in the old days.
Yep, old days, no pictures, huh? We like our pictures, don't we?
Yes, but just everywhere, just color on the front page, just on the outside of the book.
Yeah.
To make it.
Doesn't help us read a card if there's no pictures, huh? Is that my first one?
Yep.
Okay, card number one. We got to tell them about 5 card stud first, don't we? So 5 card stud is your reading for the week. I'm going to read 5 individual cards because Dawson's going to hand them to me one by one.
And we have a snake every single time. Or a gecko.
Yeah, we do. We have snakes and geckos, don't we?
Should I go take them out?
No, not yet. Not yet. So 5 card stud. I'm going to read them all individually. Now, what you can do, you get to pick your numbers 1 through 5. You can pick 1 number, 2 number, all the numbers. I don't really care. It's your readings. Or you can wait till the end when I read them all as a whole. Now, if you're brave, what you can do, and you have lots of situations, write those down really quick. Put a number next to each one. That is going to give you a little bit of guidance towards that. Got that? And Dawson's going to hand me the cards one at a time until we get to the 5th card. So the first card
is my favorite one.
It's your favorite one?
Yeah, but it looks evil. That's what I say.
It looks evil? Okay, well, let's look. It says, your vibration is rising. Ooh. That's evil. It says, this is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Can we make this up, guys? I mean, come on. Dawson came in and picked his own deck. First card. It's exactly what we've been talking about this week or today. Time is a great spiritual growth for you. This card is really not for the faint at heart. Why? Because this is really growth. And though it's not evil, it is hard. And sometimes it can be very dark. And sometimes it can be very... So to somebody younger, evil might be the word of case. Why? Because it's never fun. As much as we say spiritual growth is awesome, it is. But not when you're in the depths of it.
Well, this is a good one.
Awesome. So what this is telling me is you're evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency, which means this is a higher level of growth, which is telling me if you pick card number 1, what is going on is you have a lot of stuff going on in life that may not be the most fun. Maybe it's been a little harder. Maybe it's been like really kind of pulling at your soul.
There's a paper clip on it.
I love it. Be patient. There's a reason for it. Big growth is coming from this. Bigger understanding is growing through this. Energetic is going through. It is happening. So allow it to happen. Don't fight it. Don't go, oh my gosh, I don't want to deal with this. Allow it to happen. Card number 2. Here we go. Ooh, welcome abundance into your life. That's a good card. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will
Daddy, I'm
heal
gonna
your
make some
financial
daddy lists for
challenges.
you, okay?
Oh, I hope you do. Oh, I love this card. Look at this. This is a happy card. But when you look at this, you're not just seeing money. You're seeing lots of gold coins. I know it. But it's not just gold coins. The sword is there. The halo is there. Understanding is there. Bright is there. Shiny is there. Abundance is not just money. Financial is one type of abundance, but multiple types, okay? Now, I would love to say everybody's got money coming to them, but I think we have a better understanding of money. We have a better understanding of abundance coming to you. And with that understanding, you're going to recognize that more is coming to you all the time. So if you pick card number 2, it is you're getting that bigger understanding. You're getting that bigger growth. Financial abundance is coming. Material abundance is coming. Emotional abundance is coming. All these things are coming to you. All you have to do is open your arms and understand, see it for what it is, and allow it to come in and realize that you're worthy of all of it. The next card. Next card. I need card number 3. Didn't like that card? Okay. He didn't like that card.
The bottom one's the best. I'm going to figure out if the bottom one's...
I love how kids pick cards. See, to him, he looks like he's picking cards. To me, it's still a random reading, isn't it? Come on, give me card number 3.
That doesn't understand.
That one doesn't understand. Okay, how about that one?
Ooh, that one understands.
That one understands. Awesome. We got in our card number 3. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them.
I'm getting out of here.
I'll scooch over for you.
No, I'm still scared.
You're still squished? Okay. Oh, he's going to try to dig himself out of the chair. 2 people in one chair. I thought this was a big chair until I started to put children into it with me. Sorry, getting so close and impersonal. Okay, I guess I get to take over the reading again. So, your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear. He says bye. And worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. Okay. Now, I love this card. Why? Because I know you guys are looking at this card like, what the heck does this have to do with anything? So often in life, what we do is we worry about everybody else. We're putting the worry on other people. And that's what you've been doing in this situation. If you pick card number 3, you're looking at everybody else. You're going, oh, I worry about them. I worry about them. And you're not paying attention to self. You're not paying attention here. Okay. Whether this is children, grandchildren, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, friends, whatever this is, husbands and wives, this card is saying, stop worrying about everybody else. Let the source, let spirit, let God, let everybody else worry about themselves. And you start worrying about you. Why? Because you are the only person you can take care of and you can change and you can help. When people show up to ask for help, yeah, be there. But you need to worry about you before you worry about everybody else. And this card is saying somebody else is there to take care of them. They're okay. They're fine. Start to realize you are too. The next card, this is a little harder when I got to do it myself. The next card, make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you forward or toward your own joy. You deserve it. Oh my gosh. I love this card. Why? Because it's just bouncing off the last card. But when you're looking at this card, it is, you need to make a decision. You are done pondering this, because even when you feel you are not making a decision, guess what? You are making a decision. Okay. So why don't you stand up and make the decision you want to make? Stop leaving decision for the universe to figure it out, and you start to make the decisions that you want. Okay. But in order to make those decisions, and the best decision and the one that's going to stick with you, you have to think here first. You have to go to yourself and go, what's the best for myself in this situation? And realize when you do that, when you show up for you, it's going to help everybody else also. Okay. And the last card we have for the day is all is perfect timing. All is perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. That's card number 5. And you pick the card number 5. I love this because I'm going to start with the end of it. I will be here every step of the way. You are not alone. You are not alone. These are the Michelangelo Here, Archangel Michael cards. And these are saying that the angels are with you. You are not by yourself. You can go. Everything is happening as it should. Everything is happening in perfect timing. Now, with that being said, I know you're looking at yourself going, oh my God, how did I get in this situation? How can you tell me everything's happening in perfect timing? Why? Because everything happens for a reason. Now, with that being said, the reason is because you've created it. That's the reason you've created it. Okay? But trust, it's in perfect timing. It's in perfect timing. Good is going to come from everything because at the end, we always want the good. We always want the best. So it's going to happen, guys. So card number 1 was your vibration is rising. Card number 2 is welcome abundance into your life. Card number 3 is your loved ones are safe. Card number 4 is make a decision. And card number 5 is in perfect timing. Now, when I'm looking at these cards, I'm going, oh my gosh, guess what? You are like me and you are a person who has literally put everybody else on front street of your decision-making things. You've denied yourself everything based on you and you be there for everybody else. These cards are saying, guess what? You stop doing that and what's going to happen? Good. What you want is going to happen. Everything that you've desired is coming to you. It's showing up to you. Why? Because you've put it out there. You've said it's time. I want this. I'm bringing it to me. I'm creating this for myself. But you have to say to yourself, I'm doing this for me and everything else is going to work its way out. Everything else is going to be fine. Everything else is going to happen the way it's supposed to. You've got to put yourself on front street. If you do not, guess what? Everything's going to fall through the cracks again. So make the decision to put you, number 1, and allow everything else to work out its way because I will tell you this. If you requested success and if you want success and you're asking for success, but you're going, but I don't want it because I might lose this. Realize you've already chosen this too. So you're not saying an either or. You're saying, I'm ready for this because this is what I've wanted. And this is coming along with it. Because you're not making a decision of either or. You've created a life to have it both. And know you can have both. But this is the week that you have to show up and say, it's for me. This is what I want. This is what I'm taking. And this is what I'm not giving up for this because I don't have to give this up to have this. Recognize that and allow abundance to come to you. I like these cards. And you know what? I think these are going to be Dawson's first cards. Why? Because he may not be able to read the words, guys. He may not be able to read the words, but these pictures are dynamite. These pictures, although they have a lot in them, they're very simple. And when you're going to teach a child or teach somebody younger to read an oracle deck, is these not the perfect pictures for them to pull information out? I mean, look at this first card. He went, ooh, this feels evil. Now I know, even though it says it's vibrational rising, to go through it, it's not easy. So I'll tell you what, these I think are Dawson's first deck. So where's DeEtte today or this weekend? Where's DeEtte this weekend? DeEtte is teaching. DeEtte is teaching. I am teaching intermediate psychic mediumship development. With that being said, guys, I will tell you what, I cannot tell you how many times I thought I should change the name of this course and I should make it like some fancy name to, bring people in and blah, 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 and be like everybody else, like Gateway to the Stars. I don't know. And I decided to say, no, it is intermediate. It is a second level. I'm not going to change the name to make it look all hooty fruity and fun. It's a second level. Now, where am I teaching this? At Holistic Intentions and Young Intentions in Black River Falls. It's 2 businesses under one umbrella. And it is in Black River Falls, United States, Wisconsin. Black River Falls, Wisconsin, United States. I don't know. It is a 2-day course. It is literally a 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. course. It is on Saturday and Sunday. Trust me, guys, I think it's supposed to rain here anyways, so you might as well sign up and come if you've been wanting to come. It is your time. This course is less expensive if you take it with me in person than if you take it with me one-on-one online or in a group online. Why? Because it's 2 days. It's 2 days that we show up. It's 2 days that we come together, and I'm allowed to hang out with you and drain you and drain me, but so much information, so much experience, and such a camaraderie that comes together. So if you've ever thought about going to that next level, this is really the course for you. There are seats still available for this. Get a hold of me, send me a PM, send me an email at medium@DeEtteRanae.com. Go to my website, DeEtteRanae.com. Send me a message through there. Go to Bear, BearBair on Facebook, or find me DeEtte Ranae, any social media platform. Send me that message you want to be there. I will open up a space because the space is there waiting for you to come through. Okay. Now, if you were questioning, oh my gosh, not sure if I'm intermediate or not, trust me, you were born. You're probably already intermediate level anyway. Now, with that being said, if I use terminology you don't understand because I mentioned it in the first class, I will catch you up to speed because there's always time for that. So this class is for you. If you're seeing this, if you've ever wondered, come on in. Okay, other than that, DeEtte's books are open. Okay, DeEtte's books are open. Now, I am going to tell you where DeEtte is next weekend also, because it's pretty exciting because DeEtte is going back to, I'm talking about myself as a third person. I am going back to the Palmer House. I love me, the Palmer House Hotel. It is an amazing place. It is in Sauk Center, Minnesota. Dave and Winifred Schrader own this hotel. It is such a beautiful establishment because it's a hotel. It's got a diner. It's got a restaurant or a cafe and a restaurant. It's got a lobby to die for. I literally park my car. I walk in. I don't even look. Last time I was there for 3 days, I didn't realize I didn't even lock my car. And there was stuff in there. And guess what? I walked back out. Didn't even know I didn't lock it 3 days ago because I didn't even see my car. Didn't even care that I had a car out there. And I am there with Mr. Adam Berry. If you've never, he works with Chip Coffee, Amy Bruni. He is now working with the infamous Sarah Lemos on Beacon TV. This man is infamous. He's amazing. Great personality. Amazing person. Super awesome guy. So there's still tickets also available for that. I do know the hotel. I found out the hotel is booked. It is booked solid for this event. But we are using a sister hotel down the road, so you can still get tickets to the event. You just got to stay off campus, but that's okay. Most people are going to show up at like 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. They're going to leave us at midnight, go a mile down the road, go to sleep, and then they come back to us in the morning. It's not that big deal. Sometimes it's nice just to get away from where you're at anyway. So again, you can go to the Palmer House Hotel, look at their events, find it there. You can go to Paranormal 60, which is Dave Schrader's thing, and get the tickets there. You can go to Adam Berry's site. You can go to my Facebook site and find it there. It's all over the place, guys. It's truly all over the place. So that's where I'm going to be next weekend. Now, between here and there, if you want a reading, get a hold of me. I got you covered. I got you covered. I am always doing readings. My schedule is open, ready for you to book. With that being said, guys, you have a great week. Phenomenal week. And I can't wait to see you next Monday morning here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.